So the Championship side, Cardiff City, will be first up the long walk to the Royal Box here at Wembley. It's much further than it used to be, I can tell you. And they've done themselves a few favours, Cardiff City. It was a club that had its ups and downs during the course of the season. Dave Jones at one point was almost told he had to win the next game to keep his job. Well, goodness me, he's done more than that. He's taken them to Wembley, the FA Cup final for the first time since 1927. Couldn't repeat what they did on that occasion, of course, but the captain, Stephen McPhail, is leading the side up. And if there are one or two disappointed faces among the Welsh, well, I think they'll feel that their team did pretty well. It's never easy to be the runners-up in a cup final. There's a bit of an anti-climax when you have to go up and get your medal, but their fans were great. And I would think with a new stadium in the offing, Peter Bridgdale, the chairman, will be pretty pleased with the way this season has ended under David Jones. The players disappear for a few seconds here, by the way, before they re-emerge to collect their medals. A bit further than you used to go, Mark.
Much further, John. Yeah, we said before we went to the interviews that Cardiff have done really, really well. They've had a fantastic run. They've played some good football today, and just pitching the second half, just felt that they ran out of ideas and legs a little bit, but no disrespect to them. I think everybody wanted Harry Redknapp to win this trophy.
Sir Bobby Robson presenting the medals here, with his wife Elsie to the right and Lord Treesman, the FA chairman, to the left. Young Ramsey, only 17, his time will come again, there's no doubt about that. Kevin McNaughton, who could hardly walk at the end. Enkelman, who made some good stops in the course of the game. But they were a long way away from this a year ago, Cardiff City. And it has to be seen as an achievement. There's the veteran, Trevor Sinclair, to get to the FA Cup final from where they started. And they've also got a very good young player in Joe Ledley, who we're going to hear a lot more about, I'm sure. Meantime, at the bottom of the steps, Portsmouth are on their way.
Portsmouth FC.
Michael Oakes there, the reserve goalkeeper whose father won a medal here in '69, Alan Oakes, David Jones, and Louvens, who I thought played extremely well at the back for Cardiff, Mark.
And Johnson, I mean, the pair of them were very, very good, John.
Now here come Portsmouth.
Can't tell you how good this feels when you know you're going to lift the cup. It's fantastic.
They're going to get a rapturous welcome here from their supporters as they go up. Sol Campbell as captain should be the first man up. The last Portsmouth captain to receive the FA Cup at Wembley was Jimmy Guthrie in 1939. That's how long they've waited. The second final at the rebuilt Wembley. And it was a nice, refreshing change, Mark, I think it's fair to say.
Oh, it was. I think it was a very, very good game, full of incident, full of chances, full of good play, and it's just been a fantastic day. And I just feel like the atmosphere is back in this final.
Yes, the supporters did themselves proud all around the stadium. Just under 90,000 here, and the next big roar you'll hear will be when Sol Campbell, who of course had FA Cup winning experience with Arsenal, goes up to collect the trophy for Portsmouth. Peter Storey and the chairman, Alexander Gaidamak. And what a moment for Sol Campbell, particularly to receive it from a man who won it as a manager here exactly 30 years ago. He was Bobby Robson then, he's Sir Bobby Robson now. Never have the Pompey chimes been heard louder in recent years. Players like David James and Sylvain Distin, who Harry Redknapp, like Campbell, brought to Portsmouth to bring experience and know-how to the South Coast club that were on the brink of going down to the old Division 2 when he first went there. Mendes did a good job in midfield. There's their famous fan. Worthy winners, Mark?
Yes, I think so. On the day, John, they started a little bit nervously, and Cardiff looked the better team, probably until Cardew scored, in all honesty. As I say, the boys in the studio said goals change games, never change that way. Point of view. Yes, I think they deserve to win. But well done to Cardiff.
And just a reminder as well that Portsmouth now go into the UEFA Cup next season. It's the first time European football will have been played at Fratton Park. That's the measure of the achievement of Harry Redknapp. They'll also play, of course, in the Charity Shield here, Community Shield it's called now, against the Premier League champions Manchester United. So it's good times down there on the south coast. And the celebrations will go on for a long, long time. When they've waited since before the war, they're entitled to enjoy the moment. Their best league position since the Premier League started, 8th, and the FA Cup to go with it. It's one of the appropriately dressed Portsmouth supporters. Now, let's forget Cardiff. Harry's celebrating, but his opposite number, David Jones, has had a few words to say to Ray Stubbs.
Dave, your team did you proud?
I think so. I think a slight mistake with Costa, but we give it everything we've got, and that's all I asked for. And I think we've done everybody proud, for whether you're Welsh, English, Irish, Scottish. I think what we've done today is prove that maybe other teams can now achieve what they think is impossible.
It's been a great occasion.
Yeah, but listen, it don't make me feel any better, but I'm very proud of my players, my staff, of the chairman, everything that's going on, and especially these. These are absolutely magnificent. I'm just sorry that we couldn't just see it right through to the death for them.
Very nearly, the pressure at the end of the game, it just looked like you might get an equaliser.
Yeah, but it was always a tight game anyway. There wasn't a great deal in. We had a good chance in the first half and Paul went through. Canu should have scored. You think, oh, that's it, you look. But then, you know, we just, no one to blame. Everybody's had a fantastic day. It's just that it's hard to swallow when you lose, no matter whether it be a final or any other game.
This could be the springboard for Cardiff to go into much greater things.
It has to be. We've struggled for 3 years, no money the last 2 years. We've now got a brand new stadium, fantastic training facilities. If we don't move on from here, we all want shooting. Now the next stage is for us to start competing with our own division, and that means going out and getting some players.
We understand your disappointment at this moment, but can you just say what emotions you've experienced across the day?
Today, everything that there is to have. I think, you know, you think you've scored, then you think you haven't, and then they score, and you know, your heart just sinks. But you pick yourself up, and I think today, you know, for a championship club to come here and give Pompey a fright as well, and you know, they're the ones who are changing, they're the ones who are holding on. They're always going to try and catch you on the break, but I think the credit for my players is that he sets up with 4-5-1, and that tells that we must have been doing something right this year.
Well, you're proud of your players, but everyone to do with Cardiff is very proud of you. Well done.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
And just one thing to add from the commentary position here, Harry Redknapp appealed before the game for both sets of fans to stay and enjoy the celebrations and the presentations, and I have to be fair, the Cardiff fans by and large stuck around to applaud their own team and Portsmouth rather than leaving one end of the stadium empty, as so often happens. So well done on that as well, Harry Redknapp. Let's hope that tradition is maintained.